Hello and welcome back everyone, AnthWolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Venton Koliss here on Taris. We've managed to reactivate the tracking relays and locate Dr. Ghaderi's lab. We will be going there, but we've ended up here at Ghaderi Outpost, at least I think it's, yeah. Or Waypoint Station Ghaderi as they like to know it. There's a few people here who would like our attention, so... I need to store these companion gifts at some point. Kira, would you like any of these? Any of these give you a lot? There's a moderate. It's a luxury item. I'm not sure. Would you take luxury items now?
Guess you like me after all.
I guess so. That's a large influence gain. I mean, if I really wanted to do this, I would probably go to my legacy first and boost the influence gain you would get from giving gifts. Oh well, fair enough. That's how that works anyway. Kira, I mean, it was only 88 and she needs 2100 just to get to rank 11. Either way. First things first, we have this individual, similar to Master Tython back on Tython. Well, same race at least.
What do you think, Khan?
The foundation of the Taris Chem Works Factory cannot be repaired. I expect total collapse within 2 weeks. Once the building falls, the stored chemicals will flood this area. They are highly toxic to humans. I am sorry.
I'll make sure there are speeders on hand. But we can't just pack up and go. Do what you can.
As always, I will pursue an alternative. Master Jedi, forgive my inattentiveness. I am honored by your presence, though I advise you not to stay long.
You were talking about evacuation. What's going on?
Many of these ruins are unstable. A nearby structure used for chemical storage is on the verge of crumbling. As I was explaining to my colleague, there is only one way to remove the chemicals before they spill. A burn-off. A well-armed demolitions team could reach the structure and incinerate the chemical stockpiles. I can provide the incendiaries. Unfortunately, no team is available.
Why don't you let me deal with this?
Your generosity is considerable. You should know, however, between the structural instability, the toxicity levels, and the incendiary chemicals, the mission does carry substantial risk. It is nonetheless urgent. You are not a demolitions team, I fully recognize this. But if you could arrange the burn-off, I would humbly welcome your aid.
What he hasn't mentioned is also the Chem Works Factory is absolutely full of rackhools. Ooh, Governor Suresh. Oh, this is about the Deathclaw pirates who we borrowed the Rakghoul venom from. Oh, the serum. The Rakghoul venom. Oh dear. Yeah, that would have been a bad thing. She's thanking us for basically dooming the pirates, which, to be fair, was kind of our intention, but it was a dick move. Let's see, who else? Oh, this is the droid you'd have to go to if you were that lucky survivor. If you managed to get yourself infected by the Rakghouls while the old serum was in your bloodstream. And... oh yes, I got myself confused there. Either way, Agent Welkins would like our attention.
Master Jedi, please, excuse my abruptness. The Republic told me you might be able to help with a difficult situation. They say you are a most reliable operative on Taris. Have you heard anything about titroxinate being sold on the black market?
What's titroxinate?
Titroxinate was the pre-patent name for the weaponized agent we think was responsible for the Rakghoul plague. The Empire could fashion it into a terrible weapon, turning our soldiers into monsters and setting them against us.
Where's the arms dealer who's selling this stuff?
I'm more worried about his source. Trace the original tetroxinate samples to an old Chem Works Factory. It's overrun with Nexu. We can't get near it. If you can retrieve any canisters that remain, the Republic will see you're well rewarded for your effort.
The location, the source of this chemical is also where we need to burn off the chemicals which are quite deadly to humans. Both are inside the same Chem Works Factory. And the commander of the base would like to have a word.
Master Jedi, what brings you to our small corner of Republic space? This is such a great honor.
Tell me what's happening.
We're having some trouble. Nothing you couldn't have predicted, but there you are. Our bases here are far from self-sufficient. We're not farmers, and there's no existing infrastructure here to work with. We're at the mercy of our supply ships. And this one's just went nose down in some of the worst territory on Taris.
Is the ship lost? Why haven't your men recovered the supplies?
Our men tried to reach the ship once, but they turned back after taking serious casualties. They said it's more than just rat ghouls, but couldn't make an ID. If you still want to go, you'll need to talk to our quartermaster at the supply shed across the base. She's got the exact coordinates of the crash.
I see. I actually tried to, I thought it was her I needed to speak to originally. It's actually there, the Twi'lek quartermaster over here. Forgot you need to speak to the commander first.
And you're just going to make this all better, huh?
Usually, people are happy if I come to make things better.
I'm Karen Weck, Quartermaster. Commander Gardet just called to say you're retrieving our supplies. For which, by the way, I and the rest of the troops here humbly thank you. But I don't want Commander Fatpants to think it means he gets away with this. Steal from your troops, waste Republic money bringing in silks and wine from Alderaan, and it's fine, because some wandering Jedi will happen in to save you.
That's a serious accusation.
I said over and over that the ship needed repairs. The left stasis generator was loose, and the hyperdrive motivator was seeping fluid. But Gardet had already spent our allotted maintenance budget on himself.
Do you have any doubts about this whatsoever?
I'm telling the truth. Somehow he's juggling the numbers he sends to HQ. No commander needs a personal vehicle in an outpost this size. If you can take this holo camera out to the crash site, you could get the evidence I need to get him court-martialed.
What kind of evidence do you think I'll find?
Here, take the camera. If you take holopics of the engine, I can show that the documented lack of repairs is what caused the crash. The most important thing is the supplies, though. The crash site isn't far. When you get everything, bring it back here so I can distribute it.
Supplies, of course, is the primary objective. I've never actually returned to the quartermaster without taking a picture of the faulty engine to prove her side of the story. As tempting as it is, I think Venton here would be interested in proving her theory correct. So, we're not going to leave it, but... maybe, in the future, far into the future, we'll do something as a smuggler probably would care less. I mean, you can roleplay and make up a reason however you wish. Here's the down ship. But if we ever play a smuggler again, I could see myself just grabbing the supplies, hopefully getting some payment for it.
We're about to break your record, boss.
Yeah, we could play like a very greedy smuggler, just looking out for himself, trying to make money wherever possible. these supplies. There we are. So, since we're here, in fact, we can probably even look for Dr. Ghaderi. This could be a very short video. The Brell Sediment isn't very large. It's quite contained. It's quite a large area, but all the quests are close to one another. Oh, Christ. We are pirates. We have a Jedi Guardian there, just coming back from looking for Dr. Ghaderi himself. Can I make this jump? Yes, I can. Happy days. There is a bonus outside of the Chem Works Factory about these droids.
I'm about to break your record, boss.
Yep. Deal ourselves up and then into the Chem Works Factory. I think there's also a bonus to deal with so many rat ghouls. They do have a kind of slow respawn time. Hopefully, it can go relatively smoothly. Depends on how many other players may be in here at the same time. So there's some of the Toxin. The rat ghoul poison, shall we call it. Saves me from having to fudge the name off them.
Don't mind me, I'll just be holding my breath.
Kira's complaining. Yeah, defeat 20 ChemWork rat ghouls. We need 6 more of these canisters and 4 toxin stockpiles.
Know what I learned from my first council meeting? I can sleep standing up.
I was like, accidentally clicked on her.
My force.
Yeah, that's true. Our first council meeting was literally about an hour, maybe, after we landed on Tython. One more rat goal for the bonus mission to be complete. There's one burn off complete. Scavenging. Slightly better belt. Alright, we have an elite rat ghoul here. And this is the last canister we need. Yeah, we'll fight our way back out of the Chem Works Factory now and get ourselves into Dr. Ghaderi's lab. Yeah, the rat ghouls are probably going to be starting to respawn. More defective security droids. Okay, here we go.
Chunki salama na tupa. Jiholokto chobot I kafsto andale.
How do you know Dr. Ghaderi?
Vathopa jiwanta humpa mulira pampa wula. Con kipona hukta tabatata. Sigunra deha yaliska chanaga. Itinka chasa hopoma.
Keep out of sight and protect your friend.
Need you what the clunky.
Okay. Ah, Christ, Imperials are already here.
Lightsaber jerk.
Defeat 30 Imperial forces. Great. Kira while the elevator's here. I'll come back for you. Right. Nope, there she is. I like this ability to force sleep almost as often as we want. It's making my life a hell of a lot easier. Plenty of droids we could be scavenging as well, but well. Oh, that's the bonus done. Okay. Slab is fairly expensive. It's impressive what they managed to get built here. Ooh, what the hell's that? That's a champion enemy. Okay, sure. I mean, we don't need to go that way, but why not? Imperial Captain Gerard. What did you give me there? A rank 4 purple companion gift. Thank you very much. Deep into the lab we go.
Stand down, Jedi. I'm afraid we both lose this contest. Dr. Ghaderi killed himself rather than be captured. It's a tragic loss.
Your goal was to kill him.
He was far more valuable to us alive. We are prepared to leave Taris without further violence. Full cessation of hostilities. Do you accept?
You've committed crimes against the Republic. I'm taking you in.
You know I can't allow that. Be reasonable. Unlike the men at the outpost, we're trained to fight Jedi. Don't underestimate us.
Wait, Jedi. These filthy imps are lying to you. My maker is not dead. I arrived late because I performed a second triangulation on my maker's bioscan.
Thought we destroyed that irritating machine. Now you both have to die.
That actually wasn't what you want at all.
My force.
Critical damage. Circuits failing. Transmitting my maker's new coordinates to you now. Save him. Do not let my functions end in vain.
Your main processor and memory circuits are intact. If there's a way to repair you, I'll find it.
Filthy imps. Kill them all.
O wamawanka mituske o wana tablota wijawa.
Not my finest performance, but serviceable. Do not fear. Dr. Ghaderi is unharmed. I painlessly rendered him unconscious and gently carried him to safety.
That trick only works once. Next time, I'll be ready.
There doesn't need to be a next time. We could continue this chase forever, but what a waste of resources. I suggest a compromise. Give me time to administer truth serum to Dr. Ghaderi. Once he reveals his secrets, he's yours. We'll both have what we want.
You've already deceived me twice. I'd be a fool to give you another chance.
My deceptions have failed to produce the desired result. Now, I'm telling the truth. I will purchase time for interrogating Dr. Ghaderi by offering you something of great personal interest. A Sith assassin is on Taris preparing to massacre a small Republic settlement. I can tell you where.
Why are you so readily sharing this with me?
The information Dr. Ghaderi possesses is worth more than terrorizing defenseless colonists. I know you won't risk innocent lives. It's not in your nature.
We have to help those people.
Rescue your settlement. When that's done, come here and you'll receive Dr. Ghaderi unharmed. You have my word.
Betray me, and you'll regret it.
The Republic colonists have a temporary shelter near some ruins. Sending the coordinates now. The Sith assassin is noted for being a master of beasts. She likely won't be alone. I advise caution. Good luck, Jedi.
You know, I really don't like that he deceived us. And the fact that he's actually giving up a Sith to get what he wants is interesting. What's also interesting is the fact that he didn't need to share any information on the Sith assassin at all. That she's a master of beasts. He could have just said nothing and just give us the coordinates. But he's actually given us something to be prepared against. But, yes, that of course was him, the Rhodian that we met at the beginning of the lab.
I can smell chemicals on you, but I also smell fire and smoke. Did you complete the burn-off? All the toxins and pollutants have been incinerated?
There were difficulties, but the Force was with us.
Nothing could please me more. Thank you. The structure will still collapse, but it shall leave no poison in its wake. Perhaps we can rebuild the area after all.
Perhaps. Not to put a damper on things, but remember how I said that we would be going to Balmora sometime in the future, and the Empire would be sending their personnel here to Taris? We may have missed some of the toxins. Maybe. Just a few. Just enough.
These are all the canisters I was able to recover.
Thank you. The Republic thanks you. Imagine how horrific it would be if the Ragul nightmare had spread to the rest of the galaxy. Please, take this for your service.
Hey, level 37. Happy days. Holy hell, that's a lot of people.
We don't have antibiotics. They come on the same ship as everything else.
You're supposed to keep better tabs on that sort of thing. These men have the Cillian flu. They could die if... Master Jedi, dare I hope you've made it to our ship?
I've brought what you requested.
Just in the nick of time, too. The men came close to mutiny when I cut rations again. They knew this wasn't going to be a luxury cruise.
What do you expect? You ask your men to starve while you eat bantha steaks from off-world.
These pictures prove you knew the ship was damaged, and you sent it anyway.
They're going to Republic Command, along with my documentation of every personal purchase you've made. These men left their families and risked their lives to come here. If they die, it should be for someone better than you.
I didn't know the ship was so bad. I thought if it was serious, they'd catch it on Ord Mantell.
The men on Taris deserve a better leader.
This is ridiculous. I did nothing wrong. Republic Command will never listen to you. I need to call them.
Thank you for all your help. But there may be something else, too. Normally, our 4th outpost comes here to pick up its supplies. But their convoy never arrived this month. I'm afraid something happened. They need to be found.
Just tell me where to look.
You've got to be the best friend these soldiers ever had. The route between the outposts runs along Lake Brell. Not the best planning. There's Rakghouls there, and a Nexus spawning ground in worse. Usually the convoy's managed by only traveling when the sun is highest. Plus lots and lots of firepower. But if they're out there too long, well, you need to find them.
Every moment we delay risks their lives. I'll leave right now.
Whatever happened to the convoy, we need to make sure Morn Outpost gets their supplies. Sonic emitters along the route usually keep off the worst of the critters. But if they're on the fritz, that convoy would have walked into a feeding frenzy. Fix the emitters and see what you can find about the convoy. When you're done, report to Commander Yajek at Morn Outpost. And thank you.
Okay. Morn Outpost is, I think, the last outpost we need to visit. But before we fix the sonic emitters on the way to Morn Outpost, which is kind of like up here, let's go find this bunker where the colonists are holding out. Everyone seems fine.
Welcome, Master Jedi. How did our humble settlement earn this honor? Do you need food or water? Anything we have is yours.
A Sith wants you all dead. I'm here to defend you.
Sith? But why us? We haven't done anything.
Since when do Sith need a reason to kill people?
This is horrible. We're not prepared for this.
Then you should not have come back to a world that is not yours. Taris belongs to the Sith Empire, now and forever. Even my beasts understand that.
I can sense fear in your animals.
They're only afraid of me. You just make them hungry. Before you die, satisfy my curiosity. My mission was secret. How did you know about it?
One of your top spies warned me you were coming.
I'll inform Darth Angral of the security breach. But first things first. My pets are ready to play. Are you?
Well, you get one, I get the other. Ah, they weren't so bad.
I haven't encountered a creature yet that could stop me.
You should feel honored to die at my hand.
Picked up another philosophy of the Sith code. It seems appropriate that we found it on her body.
That Sith and her beast. If you hadn't been here, they'd have torn us to pieces. Our settlement is new. We have fresh supplies. Please, take some.
Your safety is all the reward I need.
My parents told me stories of the Jedi when I was a boy. Now I know they're true.
Glad we did this, but we need to wipe that smug grin off Watcher One's face, shall we?
Okay. Hey, another one of these chess pieces. See, now we have the Defender, the Fury. We have the Smuggler YT variant and the Imperial Agent's personal starship as well. I forgot what their names are. Ah, well. Right, Watcher 1. Let's get outside the bunker first and then we'll have a look at the map. Watcher 1 is in Transport Station 5. Delightful. Right, we might as well go repair the sonic emitters. Get ourselves over to Morn Outpost and then we'll wind down. I mean, it's very easy for us to probably go straight towards Transport Station 5. I mean, again, the quests are fairly close together. Transport Station 5, of course, is quite a large zone on itself. Oh, looks like someone's been here recently. Yeah. Go my miracles. Thank you.
Stay down.
But yeah, we'll split it into 2 videos. Also, we need to go along Lake Brell here. I think the Tarisian world boss is along this way. It's actually in the lake. I forgot whereabouts, so the lake is quite large. It's like all this. Are you also going to be repairing the sonic emitters, or do you not care about them? Yeah, okay. Tell you what, if they're going to go deal with the sonic emitters, let's go look for the world boss. You know what, we may as well. I mean, we're not going to fight it, because, God, it's like a SDO on Coruscant. It would kick our ass pretty badly. Ooh, we have a champion enemy. Oh shit, this may have been a terrible idea. Put the shield up. Right, I'm gonna activate my heroic moment. Oh shit. Okay. Ow. Okay, there's our first death. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. And that's not even the world boss. Holy crap. Yeah. Ouch. Holy crap. Could we try that? I mean, our heroic moment and our unity are now on cooldown. Could we try that with Kira being a healer? Possibly, yes. Possibly. Give it another go. We give it a couple of minutes. Let's have a look, see if we can spot this world boss hiding anywhere. He's like the Sith at the ruins of the Jedi Temple. He's probably like the hardest enemy, like singular enemy bar the world boss you can encounter. There's a security chest over there. I don't think it's. I don't know. I keep trying to say I don't think it's over there, but I don't actually know. Oh shit. Is that the same nightmare, or is there multiple nightmares? I mean, Interesting. Oh well, no matter. I would be interested in going for a take 2 on that fight. So that nightmare is over there. Is there a nightmare over here? I'm just gonna have a quick look to see if there is multiple nightmares around. Yeah, there is. Okay. What we'll do is we'll see if we can toggle the last 2 beacons, and then maybe we'll try to tackle this nightmare. We have just over a minute remaining. Okay. We'll find the missing convoy, I suppose, before we head to Morn Outpost. They never got very far. Morn Outpost is actually literally just there. And they ended up here, of all places. With a few sonic emitters of their own.
We just stopped to rest. Geozel found a scratch, and we don't know if it's the Rakul infection, so we're waiting. And Ferdoan might be coming down with the Geonosian swamp flu, but we're on our way, I swear, and you're looking at me very strangely.
What are you expecting me to accuse you of?
Nothing. I mean, look, I know we're late, so people naturally start thinking...
That you were dead?
Would they care? I'm sorry, I shouldn't even be... Are you even Republic? I don't recognize it. Oh, forget it. I was never a good liar. We aren't going back. Is that what you wanted to hear? We've deserted.
Are conditions so bad you would turn against your every oath of loyalty?
I love the Republic. I do. But I've been here 5 years on a 1-year tour. I've sent complaints, talked to site counselors, nothing. 5 years we've been out here. No break. Most of our friends have died. We're wounded, tired, broken. Fighting something that can't think, can't be frightened. And if you get the slightest scratch, you become the enemy and your own squad puts you down like a dog.
You must return to your post. You knew the risks when you signed up.
I can't. I'd rather kill myself, I really would.
Every soldier knows they might have to die for the Republic. What makes you so special?
You think we didn't agonize about that? If we were fighting the Sith, if our deaths would mean something, but there's nothing on Taris. But he's right, guys. The outpost can barely staff a full watch as it is. The Rakuls will get the lot of them. I can't live with that. I guess we have to go back. No matter what happens.
Okay. We'll speak to their commander, see what they have to say. I mean, I feel for them, I really do, but even the people they left behind are in the same boat they are. Right. Let's pop back into Lake Brell and regret our life choices. There's a nightmare. I'm gonna have a quick, just one more look around for the world boss. Forgive me. I know this is not the most interesting, but I'm curious to see if we can spot it. I think it's humanoid. It walks upright. And I used to just think it just stood in the lake. Aha! There you go. Subject Alpha. The heroic world boss. It's a failed experiment. I probably pointed it out in a previous playthrough and just forgot all about it. So, Kira, your job is to keep me alive.
There, good as new.
My job is to very slowly whittle down this nightmare's health. Get to a place where there's no other Rakghouls.
There, good as new.
Okay. No, don't go that way. Let's see if we can. There you go. Right. Come here. I'll do. Okay, Hero's healing is really decent. 17,000 experience. And a companion gift. I mean, nice experience just for one champion enemy, but damn does it take some killing. Subject Alpha would rip us apart, unfortunately. Similar to SDO, only true heroes can fight the heroic world bosses. They just normally cast terror on you when you try to get close to them. I'm not sure when it's possible to actually even engage the world bosses. I thought it was when you completed the main storyline. But I think I've tried it after that, and I was still getting the debuff, like the terrified debuff. I might have to look that up, just so I can be a bit more informative on the subject. Either way, here's a Morn outpost.
You'll live.
State your business. This is a Republic military outpost, sovereign territory of the Galactic Republic. We will defend ourselves with deadly force if necessary.
Don't you recognize a Jedi when you see one?
Apologies, Master Jedi. Forgive my paranoia. There's no unauthorized travel this far into the wilds. Best policies usually blast first, chat later. Don't suppose you were sent by Commander Guarded with news about our supplies.
Your supplies are on the way, but no thanks to him.
Sounds like there's a story there, but I won't waste your time asking for it. Let me just say thanks. Don't suppose you saw any sign of our boys. If they're still alive, they'd better have a good excuse for leaving us hanging.
You'll have to deal with this yourself now.
That sounds like there's more to the story than you're telling me. I'll get it out of them when we get back to the base. Whatever their excuse, I can't imagine it will be good.
I try to give them a little bit of a letting off, but the commander is, as he said, a paranoid individual. He will find out what went on, but since we haven't given him the heads up about what they did, now we can't start planning his response in his head. You'll find out the story when they turn up.
Stand by for examination
Which
and suggested
could
product.
be worse, I'll be honest. Either way, sell all those goods, plenty of medkits, plenty of companion gifts to store. Ooh, we have some Rakghoul vaccine. You know what, let's just grab some of that. Just for maybe roleplay purposes if nothing else.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Okay, so here we are in Morn Outpost in the... There's a Tula Run Marsh. I think there is another outpost, I think maybe here. Judging by the... Looks like these are walls. But I can't recall. I don't really need to go too deep into the marsh. For whatever reason. I think you may need to go in there deeper for the bonus series, but I'll be honest and say I've never really looked into any of the world bonus series. I've never found when it would be ideal to actually do them. The bonus series is a series of chain quests, which become available when you completed the main world story quest line. Right, so... There is a few people who would like our attention. But for now, we'll take a break. Let's park ourselves over here. That'll do nicely. So yeah, I'll take a break here. And when we come back, we'll want to track down Watcher 1 and Dr. Ghaderi, of course. But we'll see how else we may lend our assistance. I think there is someone here who does have a heroic mission available in regards to Rakghouls once again, because of course it's Rakghouls. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Once again, thank you all for joining me. Hopefully I'll see you all for more next time. Until then, no. Bye-bye now.